Welcome to the first lightning talk session. I am Hasib Irfanullah. I will be moderating the sessions over the next 2 days. So first, we will be hearing from Lauren Flintoft, and she will be talking about credit where it's due. She will be getting 5 minutes. If you have any questions, you can ask her that. Okay, Lauren.
Thank you. Thanks all. Thanks for taking time out of your break. Hopefully everybody's got a coffee. So yeah, as Hasib mentioned, my name is Lauren Flintoft. I'm the Research Integrity Manager at IOP Publishing. It's also worth mentioning that I'm on the NISO working group around credit. So the aim for that group is to help increase adoption of the standard, try and ensure that it covers both STEM and humanities and really kind of, drive that forwards. So without further ado, as I am very much on the clock, I will kick it off. So I'm sure many of you have heard about CRediT. Just in case you haven't, I've put up here the 14 different categories. So what CRediT effectively allows authors to do is help in a standardized way define how they have contributed to a work. It is worth mentioning that it doesn't necessarily fully align with authorship, as it were. That sounds like quite an odd statement, but just stick with me on this. It is an ability for authors to self-declare how they have contributed. Certainly in my capacity as a publisher, it is with research articles, but it doesn't necessarily absolutely confirm authorship. Authorship and contribution are not necessarily one of the same. Of course, for our authors to use CRediT, they need to have met our ethical policies, our authorship criteria. So this just gives them the opportunity, as I say, in a standardized, easy way to select the different ways in which they have contributed from this list that you can see on the screen. So in terms of, why we think CRediT is a great idea, we have adopted it at IOP in the last couple of months. And these are just some of the ways in which that, we think that it can, be of real benefit to authors and readers and all stakeholders generally. So if we start with accountability, it helps, readers can know immediately who best to contact with queries concerning the work. That's sometimes a bit of a difficult element to try and decipher. If you have questions about the research, who on earth is it that you contact? You can see that immediately as that information is surfaced within the article. Also, from a transparency perspective, it goes far beyond the author order or, say, ad hoc acknowledgements as the way to decipher how each author has contributed. So, of course, with my background being in research integrity, we absolutely want to ensure that we enhance transparency. Also, from a recognition perspective, no element of an author's contribution goes unnoticed. And finally, from a fairness perspective, it allows for every single author to have the opportunity to detail their contributions. So I've asked my data people at IOP to let me know this morning what our take-up is at the minute. Currently, 17% of submissions have used CRediT. That is 48,000 articles. The fact that we only launched it a couple of months ago, we are quite proud of that. But of course, we would absolutely love to see that figure jump up massively, for the benefits outlined here on the screen. So I hope that has given a bit of an overview and an introduction of CRediT. Please do feel free to come up to me and ask any questions. I'm also happy to advise fellow publishers on how we've managed to integrate it into our processes, because it was quite a job, but absolutely well worth it. So thank you so much for your time, and have a great rest of the day.